come, because like regardless of who you're sleeping with, how you feel about each other, sex is an animalistic act. I feel like a lot of people don't want to realize that, or like it's not really talked about that much, but sex is truly like such an animalistic act. It's such an animalistic thing we do as human beings, because we as humans separate ourselves from all the like the rest of the animal kingdom. We are at the top of the food chain, right? And then everything else beneath us is just like animals, and we see ourselves as higher. And so when we're still animals at the end of the day, even though we're human beings, right? But we do have animalistic tendencies. Like you're exposed to the brim. You're literally like, it's when you think of like the way that they do it in Avatar with the tails, that's what we do, just genitalia in a hole. Do you know, like it's still like, it's of course prettier probably looking in the Avatar one, because it doesn't look as animalistic. It looks cute and dainty, and you just have like tails wrapping around and they're glowing in blue, right? I haven't seen that movie in ages. But when you think about like human sex, it's not necessarily that hot. Like like when you're watching stuff on the internet, it has to be a bit like of an angle thing. Like it has to look cute. It has to be like, you know, like if it's just like, it's a little bit like, oh, this is very animalistic. And so feeling comfortable with somebody and accepting the fact that this is an animalistic act and it's going to be awkward, it's going to be clumsy, it's not going to be perfect the way it's portrayed in movies and TV shows. And just honestly being animalistic, I think that's really the thing that like I don't having, because it's sold to me as something I need to love as a woman, even though women aren't even sold that. It's usually men that are the ones that are like fucking obsessed with it and need to have it all the time, and they need to like cheat and have it so they can feel fulfilled as men. With women, it's not the case. Like usually it's like coming from an insecure place where we feel like we need the validation from men to feel worthy, and in order to get that validation, it's usually by sleeping with the man, right? Or women that understand the fact that like, I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. Yeah, like understand the physical value in it and what it does for you on like a spiritual, physical level, of how great it can be when you're just like not insecure, not falling for this false narrative of women being performative for men, and not being like a thing that is desired or liked by women. It's just like a thing that we offer. We're like the machines, the dolls, right? For other men to get the satisfaction, but we're just kind of like disregarded. Obviously, it's changing with the times, and more discussion about our pleasures being brought up and talked about and dissected. And it's amazing, because when we feel safe, when we feel comfortable, and when we're doing it for ourselves to enjoy our own pleasure, you have no idea the fucking level of I can't, the energy in the, like it's like truest form. It's absolutely life-changing. Yeah, also like obviously the man needs to be confident, because then the woman feels a bit like, oh, like it's icky if the woman is confident in bed and the man is like not. You're just kind of like, okay, like I have to do everything here and I have to teach you. Like you want a man that knows what the fuck he's doing and is just confident in himself and his ability and cares about the woman's pleasure. That's what's hot. When we're fucking turned on as fuck because you give a shit about our pleasure, that is going to make you feel more turned on than you've ever been, because you feel wanted by the woman. The woman actually wants you, versus you just putting the thing in and out and like only caring about your own friction and not hers, and like you're just gonna get that quick satisfaction. But imagine if you actually get the woman to orgasm and you've done that for her, the way she like gives that energy off, it's like you absorb it, you're literally rejuvenated. It's like a fucking facial but better, and it's life altering for both the woman and the man. And I feel like so many men harness our energy through sex, because we as women are again sort of made to believe like we need to give it up for their validation. And I think that's why a lot of women suffer at the hands of insecure men, and more insecure men are created and sustained, and that are never taking accountability for their actions. And it's just very sad for them, because it's obviously very lonely, insecure men that most likely don't have good relationships with their mother, or have like abandoned fathers. It's really, really sad for them. Anyway, I just think, like, when that shit's animalistic and you're both like it's just like biological attraction, when there's no performative act in schmex and you're just enjoying each other's physical company and the ways in which your bodies work in terms of like what the other person likes, because you communicate that shit. You don't try to read each other's minds. You don't know what the other person likes. Communicates. And yeah, just enjoying the act that brings both pleasure, if both are considerate of each other's fucking pleasure. And it's just a life-altering experience, and it brings so much positivity to the people involved and to the world. I think it sends out high vibes into our planet, into our ecosystem, into our energy fields. And so I'm really a big advocator for healthy, positive, animalistic, equal schmex, where both parties feel confident in themselves, in their sexuality, and safe with the other person, and comfortable enough, and honest and open and communicative. And schmex can be amazing for both men and women. And if it's amazing for both individually, it's gonna be fucking phenomenal together. Trust me. Trust me, even though I haven't had schmex in a very long time.